So, how can we do justice to this unfolding in a way that will serve not only, you could say, the rider of this threefold horse, but which will serve the healthy union of all four of these members for the rest of one's life. In the Tzutujil Mayan village of Santiago Atitlan, on Lago Atitlan in Guatemala, this Tzutujil Mayan tribe has known for centuries that once the boys and girls in adolescence become capable of loving each other romantically, it is crucial for each of them to be initiated into the mysteries of death. And they have learned through difficult experience that those individuals who are not initiated in adolescence into the mysteries of death suffer, from the Tzutujil perspective, not necessarily so visibly in their adult life. But when they die, the soul suffers because it knows not where and how to journey. And it hangs to the living, and it sucks from the living. And it generates social havoc in the community of the living. It makes living souls unable to live with each other. It generates violence. It is a cause for addiction, for breakdown, for psychosis. It just wreaks havoc on the fabric of the living. Unless there has been a suitable initiation into the mysteries of death in adolescence. So, in terms of this stage of life, which some people have called just one protracted illness, 7-year illness, here's a little anecdote. Parent goes to psychologist. I want you to evaluate my 14-year-old son. Doctor says, okay. He's suffering from a transient psychosis with an intermittent rage disorder, punctuated by episodic, radical mood swings, but his prognosis is good for a full recovery. What does that all mean? Asks the parent. He's 14, says the doctor. How can you say all this without even meeting him? He's 14, says the doctor. So, if it's possible to look at adolescence as an illness, is it possible for an educational curriculum to work in the spirit, you might say, of homeopathic medicine, of treating like with like, in a way that might be able to be the healthiest possible experience for the lonely, confused, super enlightened, super darkened, emerging soul, bearing just the hints of this emerging individuality. When our 12th graders study Russian literature, they learn that trying to understand Russia is like trying to hug a big bear. You ready to try to dance with the big bear of the Waldorf high school curriculum? Are you ready? Should we try to dance with the bear? Okay, here we go. So, we high school teachers do our best for the sake of this fragile new birth happening to orient all of the learning that goes on in the 9th grade for the 14 or 15-year-old in a way at the root of this emerging soul in such a way that it can, in fact, root into the way this whole physical body, the basic instrument for the being, into the way this whole physical body has been growing into life. So you could say we try to infuse, to interweave this emerging soul into the physical being of the child, and hence the physical being of the whole world around, permeating all we study with the question, what? The theme, in a way, is to bring the ninth grader into the high school, to bring the ninth grader into the world of the present. In 2009, the image might be, in fact, of Mr. Fredrickson leading the ninth graders down on the train, across on the ferry, into the city, the Big Apple, the epitome of our times.